Hey, welcome back to my channel. Yesterday, Wednesday, and we all know what that is. Let's start with greetings before we get into spooky animation. Hello, my name is Daniel. I'm your host. Your
guy in the chair.
And today for spooky animation, we're watching my dad's Darkside. So let's check it out and enjoy. So enjoy.
This isn't really a horror story, more like a glimpse into my parents' past before I was even born. When I was around 14 or 15, my mom told me about my dad's dark side. But let's get straight to it. Before I was born, my mom and dad were a loving couple. Everyone in our hometown knew my dad well and respected him, if you could call it that. He was kind, loving, and a great person. But sometimes he had anger issues over little things. It wasn't anything too serious, or so I thought. One day, my mom was walking home after buying groceries. She was just minding her own business when suddenly she felt like someone was following her. When she looked back, she saw a creepy guy in a dirty white tank top just staring at her. My mom felt uneasy but kept walking, trying to ignore him. But then, out of nowhere, the guy picked up his pace, walked right up to her, and slapped her on the ass. My mom was furious. She turned to him and yelled, "What the hell are you doing?" The guy just kept staring at her, saying nothing. That was enough to send my mother running. She sprinted home and locked the door behind her. Later on that evening, she told my dad about what happened. Let's just say he didn't take it well. He asked my mom in a cold, steady voice,
"What did he look like?"
My mom did her best to describe him, and when my dad figured it out, he realized it was one of his so-called buddies. Dad was furious. He didn't say much, just told my mom he'd handle it, and he did. I don't know what time he left, but my mom told me he waited outside our house in the dead of night like he was expecting someone, and he wasn't empty-handed. He was holding something. Hours passed, and then there he was, the same creepy guy walking past our house. As soon as the guy turned his back, my dad lunged. He tackled the guy to the ground, and they fought. Then my dad pulled out what he was holding, a katana. Not some cheap sword, a real one, a long, razor-sharp, historic-looking katana. And he used it. He sliced into the guy, not deep enough to kill him, but enough to make him scream. For minutes, my dad tortured him. And when he was done, he stood over the guy, blood dripping from the blade, eyes cold and unrecognizable. Then my dad spoke. "Don't ever come back here," he said, voice like ice. "Or next time, I'll cut you into pieces and throw you into the river." The guy cried out in pain and ran, stumbling like his ankle was broken. We never saw him again. And if you think the story ends there, oh, it doesn't. A few years later, I was born. And my dad, he adored me, spoiled me even. If I wanted something, he'd get it, no hesitation. Of course, this drove my mom a little bit crazy. When I was around 3 or 4, I found a long, black case tucked away inside a drawer. Being a curious kid, I dragged a chair over, grabbed it, and started playing with it. It was heavy, but I still swung it around. A minute later, my dad walked into the room and froze. His eyes widened when he saw what I was holding. He rushed over, took it from me, and immediately put it on a high shelf. Then he knelt down, looked me in the eye, and said, "Don't ever touch this again." I nodded, and then, just like that, he picked me up, smiled, and said, "Let's go get some lollipops." I forgot about the whole thing. A year later, my dad got into a huge fight with his sister, my aunt. I was too young to understand what was going on, so I just hid in my room until it was over. Years later, when I was 14 years old, I finally asked my mom about it. She sighed and told me the truth. My aunt had gotten pregnant at a young age, before even finishing school, and my dad lost it. He was so angry, he grabbed that same black case. When he pulled out the katana, he wasn't just threatening her. He was ready to use it. He wanted to kill her and the baby. My mom had to physically stop him, and it took months for him to calm down and accept my cousin. When she told me all this, I couldn't sleep. Just picturing my dad standing there, holding that sword, ready to kill his own sister. It made my skin crawl. Now, I'm 16. My dad is still a loving father. He has anger issues, but now he just cracks jokes to cool off. But something in me needed to know. One day I snuck into my parents' room, found the black case, and opened it. There it was, the katana. Mom's story was true, and there was still old, rust-colored blood on the blade. It didn't smell, but it was there. I put it back, right where I found it, the same exact placement. And now, I try not to think about it too much. But one thing's for sure, I'm gonna stay in school and work hard. Because I do not want to meet that katana again. Not that my dad's like that anymore. If I mess up at school, he just asks me what happened and buys me ice cream to cheer me up. He loves me, he loves my little brother, and he loves our whole family. And our neighbors, they respect him, love him even. If my dad ever struggles with money or food, they help, no hesitation. They want to, because of everything he's done for them. Life is good now, but sometimes, when I think about his past, I still get chills. Because no matter how much he's changed, the katana is still there.
Hey guys, yeah, I don't think I would want to meet that katana. For some reason, it seems to emphasize that it's evil. Who knows? But anyway, I don't want to meet the katana. He get out of got paper cuts. That's chargeable, but I guess nobody does. No, to keep a secret if one of them's dead. Well, either way, he didn't die, but he's still just not happy. But I hope y'all liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll leave it just up right here. I hope you had an awesome night and the rest of your day goes really well. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.